This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. Now let's talk about it, man. Kawhi Leonard. Listen, Kawhi Leonard. This is a put up or shut up moment for you, man. Let me say it again. This is a put up or shut up moment for Kawhi Leonard. Hino's Sport held Kawhi Leonard's feet to the damn fire, but Hino's Sport has faith that Kawhi Leonard is going to deliver the goods, because when it's all said and done, what you guys don't understand about basketball is option one has the burden to deliver. Option one has the burden to sign, seal, and deliver that thing like UPS. Option one has the burden to close it out. And I don't expect nothing less. It's like the Charles Barkley commercial. Anything less than that is uncivilized. Man, I'm going to have to get on Skip Bayless's ass. How the hell you going to say the Denver Nuggets got Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers number? It's 3-3. Yeah, they came back. Yeah, they tied the series. But that don't mean they got their number. The only way that they have their number, Skip Bayless or Skip Baynot, or however you want to call your name, is if they had their number, then when it was all said and done, they would have won the damn series. Have they won the series yet? Giggity fucking hush. Has the Denver Nuggets, are they going to be facing the Los Angeles Lakers? I'll wait for that one. A re-higgity fucking hush. The bottom line is this. It's a game 7. The Denver Nuggets did their thing and they crawled their ass back. Finally, Nikola Jokic, i.e. Joker, realized that Zubac was barbecue chicken. Didn't Hino's Sport tell you that? Didn't Hino's Sport bring that up? Didn't Hino's Sport said that was the mismatch? Bringing you that what? That heat and that fire. And keeping the foot on the what? On the X. And keeping the foot on the what? On the X. Hino's Sport told you that was the matchup. That was the matchup nightmare right there. And if Denver Nuggets was smart, they would have exploited that. Well, they already exploited it, but it's a day late and a dollar short, because Hino's Sport understands this above all things. When Kawhi Leonard's backs is against the ropes, he delivers. There's levels to this guy's game, man. He's the claw for a reason. Let me say it again. There's levels to this guy's game, and he is the claw for a reason. And I expect him to show up and show out. There's no way we're not going to have a purple and gold versus LA our way. Let me say it again. There's no way we are not. And I'm going to say it and book it. You can book this damn video that we're not going to have a purple and gold and LA our way. We are getting the Lakers versus the Clippers, or the Clippers versus the Lakers. This is going to be the Western Conference Finals. So when Skip Bayless is saying the Denver Nuggets got Kawhi Leonard's number, it's because he's hot and bothered like grits, because Kawhi Leonard left your San Antonio Spurs high and freaking dry. Let me say it again. When you see Skip Bayless says the Denver Nuggets has Kawhi Leonard's number, it's because he's hot and bothered like grits, because Kawhi Leonard left his San Antonio Spurs. But here's the cold-hearted, here's the unadulterated, and here's the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. Kawhi Leonard has never disappointed us when his backs are against the ropes. He's always delivered. He's always rise to the occasion. This is going to be his Michael Jordan channeling of the Indiana Pacers. We will win Game 7. This is going to be his Kobe Bryant's channeling of when they played against San Antonio Spurs and Kobe Bryant was like, we're going to win this series. He's going to have to reenact that. He's going to have to show up and show out. And I expect him to deliver the damn goods, because Kawhi Leonard is that dude. He's a true alpha extraordinaire, governed by true alpha economics. So Hino's Sport rolled his ass out on the red carpet and got on his ass, because when it's all said and done and I put a prediction king fashion style on your ass and I line that bad boy up and I put it with, and I double down on that bad boy with confidence and fortitude, I expect you to deliver. And if you don't deliver, Houston, we have a fucking problem. That was on Kawhi Leonard. That had nothing to do with Doc Rivers. That had nothing to do with Paul George, because a lot of people don't understand basketball at the highest levels. They don't even understand this hierarchy of basketball of option 1, option 2, and the sum of all parts. Let me say it again. They don't understand the hierarchy of basketball of option 1, option 2, and the sum of all parts. Option 1 has the burden to deliver in the clutch, to rise their games like a phoenix, rise above the ashes, sign, sealed, and deliver this thing like UPS. And if they don't do that, Houston, we have a fucking problem. And that's why we have a Game 7, because it's on Kawhi. Kawhi understands that. Just like MJ understood that in that Indiana Pacers series. Just like Kobe Bryant understood that when the Lakers had to go 7 games and they had Shaq. It wasn't incumbent upon Big L Stupido. It was incumbent upon KB24 to get the job done. And in this scenario, it's incumbent upon Kawhi to get the job done because he is that dude. And I expect in Game 7 for Kawhi Leonard to drop anywhere between 30 and 40 points and shut down Jamal Murray. That's what's going to happen. Now, this nonsense about Doc Rivers needs to get fired and all of that. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. Doc Rivers is a legit basketball coach. This is a guy that defeated Phil Jackson. See, this is the problem with prisoner of the moment. This is the problem with people that just run with whatever narratives. This is the problem with people that just run with wherever the wave take them. They just want to jump the ship. They want to jump the gun. They want to sit there and tell you, oh, well, Doc Rivers, if he doesn't get the job done, he needs to be fired. No, that's not how it works. Doc Rivers beat Phil Jackson, the greatest coach of all time. He outcoached him. Doc Rivers has had a lot of success in the NBA. Doc Rivers has taken teams like the LA Clippers, that was a Lob City team, and he took them far into the playoffs, as high as they could go. He's not failing with this Los Angeles Clippers. That's not happening. Not with Kawhi Leonard at the helm. Not with Paul George. And see, this is the problem with Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brains. Classic Dolce and Troglodytes. Ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. They forget the Los Angeles Clippers have only been together 1 fucking year. Let me say it again. The Los Angeles Clippers have only been together 1 fucking year. So what? You want Doc Rivers to be fired after 1 year? You Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brain? You want Doc Rivers to be fired after 1 year? You classic Dolce and Troglodyte? You want Doc Rivers to be fired after 1 year? You ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric? That makes no sense. This is why all of y'all need to stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Rehiggity fucking what? Hush. The bottom line is this. Doc Rivers is going to take this team over the top. Doc Rivers is going to be successful with the LA Clippers, but it's not on him. He did everything. I watched the highlights. I saw him. He was yelling at the players, drawing up the fucking plays. This is on Kawhi, man. So y'all got to know where the responsibility falls on. Because at the end of the day, the coach is not the one that plays the game. And a coach is only out-coached when you see in basketball sequences, in basketball situations, that the coach is getting out-coached by the coach in terms of X's and O's, in terms of plays down the stretch, in terms of play-by-play scenarios. There's nothing Doc Rivers could do to address the Nikola Jokic problem, the Joker problem. That's a mismatch nightmare. He can't address that. But the way that he can counter that is through Kawhi Leonard and Paul George stepping up and locking down their players. They have failed to do this. This is why it's a 7-game series. They did this for the first 4 games when it was 3-1. Then they lost their defensive batting practice ways. So is that on Doc Rivers? Or is that on the players not doing what they're supposed to and executing the game plan? You Rudy Poo and you Plum Plum Brains. You classic Dolce and you Troglodytes. You ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. This is why when the Skip Baylesses of the world run his rabbit ass mouth and say that the Denver Nuggets, they're just outplaying the Los Angeles Clippers. No. The Los Angeles Clippers are not doing what they're supposed to. Have you ever heard playing down to the opponent's level and not playing to your level? Let me say it again. Have you ever heard of playing down to the opponent's level and not playing to your level? This is what's going on with the Los Angeles Clippers. They're playing down to the Denver Nuggets level. They're not playing to their level. When they start realizing who they are, which is LAR way, and they start playing to their level, and Kawhi Leonard activates the claw, then guess what's going to happen in Game 7? Jamal Murray's going to get locked down. The Denver Nuggets are going to go gone fishing. And guess what we're going to have in the NBA Western Conference Finals? LA Lakers versus the LA Clippers. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. And that's the cutthroat true teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the X. I keeps the foot on the what? On the X. Listen, Kawhi Leonard, you better put up or shut the hell up. And Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and all of these Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brains, classic Dolce and Troglodytes, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Giggity fucking hush. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.